This video is going to cover migration of projects designed in Eagle to DipTrace. DipTrace can import Eagle schematics and boards in XML or DipTrace ASCII formats, and libraries in XML and script formats. In every module of the software, the procedure is essentially the same, but let's go through all of them. First, let's import schematic in XML format. This format is native to the project files of the recent versions of Eagle, and they can be imported to DipTrace directly. In DipTrace schematic capture module, I just go to File, Import, Eagle Schematic, and select an Eagle schematic file I want to import. I've got a 5-sheet project here. Click Open. This schematic has been imported, and the project has been distributed between 5 sheets as required. Let's revise it in more detail. The result is pretty good. Symbols and pins have been imported correctly, and all nets are here with their names. Note that DipTrace applies the current display settings, and of course there are some differences between the two IDE packages in terms of the available display options, due to which, in some cases, you can see some mismatch in the way references, other designators, text and graphic elements are shown. Here, for example, DipTrace has placed reference designators on top and also displayed pin numbers, which corresponds to the current settings of the project. Those settings can be changed for the entire schematic via View submenu. Select Part Markings, Name, choose the designator you want to display, and how to justify it. To change the display of pin numbers, select Pin Numbers, Show or Hide. Also, there are multiple ways to adjust location of designators for individual components. You can use F10 hotkey to activate Move tool and place reference designators in the corresponding locations. Right-click on a component and select Pin Numbers, Hide. You can also do bulk selection and adjust the display of denominators and pin numbers of several components simultaneously. Besides, you can go to Edit Selection, and select all the components. Then right-click on one of them and make the necessary changes. I'm gonna hide pin numbers. That's getting closer to the original appearance of the schematic. You can also display the resistor value over here. Right-click on the component and select Properties, Marking tab, Additional Marking, Show Value, Justify Top. All the components of the imported project are available in the auto-generated design cache library in the Project Libraries group. Eagle schematic file includes components and patterns, and DipTrace imports them both, so there is no need to connect footprints to symbols when migrating projects from Eagle. You can save design cache as a regular library. Select Library Tools, Save Design Cache as Library. Type in the name. Select a library group. Save the library on your computer. If you are dealing with a project in binary format created in earlier versions of Eagle, you can open the schematic file in a newer version, resave it in XML format, and import it to DipTrace directly. Alternatively, you can use User Language Program in Eagle to convert binary format to ASCII. Run Eagle and open your schematic file. Then click on ULP button and browse for Eagle to DipTrace sch.ulp file. It is usually kept on C drive in Program Files, DipTrace, Utils folder. Now I'll save the ASCII file, start DipTrace schematic, and go to File, Import, DipTrace ASCII, and choose the file I have just saved. Now let's move on to board import. I'll begin with a direct import of an XML board file. Before you start the import, make sure that the number of layers in your Eagle PCB project and the number of layers specified in DRC Setup dialog match. In DipTrace PCB Layout module, go to File, Import, Eagle Board, and select an Eagle PCB file. DipTrace does not support nets with only one connected pin, so the software warns that they will be removed. You can press Save button to keep the log file with the list of warnings on your computer. Note that copper pores are imported on board. Just right-click on the copper pore border and select Update from the sub-menu. The procedure of importing binary files is the same as in the schematic capture module, with the only exception that you should choose Eagle to DipTrace PCB.ulp file when converting Eagle project to ASCII format. After that, import DipTrace ASCII file.